Head scratchers again. Most of you have noticed my cat's tail is always here. Hopefully that's the best part of the show. But this is for the Calvinists, the Reformed, the Tulip people, the people that believe in divine determinism, the people that believe election happened in eternity past for a reason ungiven in the Bible. I already covered in the last video or two this morning about how the head scratcher is if humans are born in a way that they can't respond, why do many of the Calvinists take the position of that we're not as sinful as we could be before we're elect, before we're not elect and reprobated to hell? You can read that question there, number 3. Now, just so you know, I'm trying to represent Calvinists correctly and Reformed people correctly, and I've got the institutes here highlighted in yellow. Calvin Institutes, chapter 16 right here. Just put it on the screen for a second for you to read so you know where I'm coming from. Chapter 23, election and reprobation. Okay, so the head scratcher, and this is the common question. I know this is probably the top 2 questions ever asked to Calvinism, but I'm going to ask it again. Read it for yourself. But if God decrees and controls meticulously all that he has decreed, then God offers salvation and commands that we are all saved by a response such as believe or trust or have faith or hear it or see it or eat or drink. Drink the water, John 4:10-20. Drink the water and you'll never thirst. Yet the Reformed also teach a man is incapable by decree. Did you catch that? So decreed to do it, but you're also incapable by decree that God is controlling also. Now, I know some of the basic answers that are given, but it doesn't make sense because the root of Calvinism is there's no responsibility. And if God says in the Bible that he reprobates or sends to hell because of the responsibility that we fail, yet he controls everything and predetermines that we will fail and then controls that we fail, there's something missing, Calvinists. So you can read those if you want. Again, 1 and 2. So would it be more fair to say that, hey, that we're being obedient to God's will because we end up perfectly living out everything that God predetermined, that he pre-controlled. Now, for some reason, all Calvinists have to fight for responsibility. Why? Quit fighting for it. If you believe God decreed it, controls it, and it's for his glory and his purpose and his honor and his good pleasure, and because he's higher than us, why don't you just say that instead of sounding, well, sorry, Calvinist, but dumb, incoherent, ignorant, absurd, ridiculous, chaotic, confused, off base, off kilter, ungodly. I could come up with 5 more, but that's enough. And don't get mad, Calvinists. Help me. Teach me. And you better not say something like, well, he's the author of a book, but he just writes what the characters do, but he's not really responsible because he wrote the book. That's dumb. Let me say it again. He's the author. He writes the book, but in the book, the characters only do what they're doing in their world, but God's not responsible because he wrote that book, and he wrote the characters, and he made up the town, and he controlled the character in the town, in that world, to do exactly what he did. He's responsible for it all. So I don't even know if I said a head scratcher, but I'm scratching my head. Help me. Okay, help me. I don't remember what I have here, but here's more scripture that I think supports justice and the fact that we have a choice, and God holds us responsible for the choice and not for his decree, or he doesn't hold us responsible for what we couldn't do because of meticulous divine control. Okay, I'll stop there for that one.